Welcome to Making Connections, an RCCA media production. I'm your host, Tom Loucks, and today we're coming from the parking lot of the Cultural Center right here in downtown Wisconsin Rapids. We're going to have a chance to go and see inside the Cultural Center, talk to Executive Director Tracy Rice, but first we're going to step over to Port Edwards and find out what's going to happen with the Port Edwards Fun Fest that's going to take place on August 7th and 8th. And then we'll come back here and see what's going on in the Cultural Center. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching RCCA Media's Making Connections. The 11th Annual Port Edwards Fun Fest is going to take place August 7th and 8th, so mark your calendars. It's at the Edwards Alexander Park right here in Port Edwards. I had a chance to talk with some of the organizers about the fest, so let's hear more from them.
Well, I'm in charge of the parks and the streets in the village, so we try to work with the Fun Fest committee to lay the park out so that the public has good access, good layout, and make sure that we've got the streets closed that are necessary, and still have access for emergency services.
When will you start working on that? Friday or Saturday? Give us a little tip for drivers driving around here.
Yeah, so on Friday, the car cruise is going to be using Market Avenue downtown between Wisconsin River Drive and 4th Street. And so for people that want to participate in the cruise, that's the staging location. For anyone that wants to observe and watch the parade of classic cars and motorcycles, along Wisconsin River Drive is a great spot between there and Edgewater Nursing Home. We make a stop at Edgewater and let the folks see the cars. And then we continue down 4th Street back down to Highway 54 and head west out of town in Nakusa. If you're a Nakusa resident, really anywhere downtown is a great place to see the cars go by up to Point Bass. The group takes a left and heads south down, does a little country tour, and then comes back into town on Highway 54 and ends up at the Methodist Church for an ice cream social, and there's some music and other activities.
I volunteered to help put together the car show, or at least keep it going. Dave Johnson had done a really nice job for probably the last 4 years, and we stage our car show Saturday. We have a cruise in, which allows cars to come and go as they please, but we stage it on the field here, and the spectators will come and find us. We have a DJ that'll supply music. DJ Franco's been here the last few years, and he'll be back in the corner, and he kind of supplies our information part and also keeps everybody active with little trivia things that he has going on, and he's been doing a really nice job for us. On Friday night, we have a cruise also, and this is kind of fun because our cruise stages down in the village of Port Edwards and down in the shopping center area, and then we go down River Drive and head toward Edgewater. So we're going north down River Drive. We get to Edgewater and we slow down as we go through there because the residents will come out there and see some of the cars that they used to own probably, and they get a big kick out of it. We love doing it, and it seems to work out really well. So the people at Edgewater have been very happy with us doing that, and we've been extremely happy with the support we got from the car clubs around with their support, because without them there wouldn't be much of a cruise, so we really need them. The Lions Club is kind of the backbone of our Fun Fest. It turns out they supply most of the technical support. If we need electricity for instance, if DJ Franco needs more electricity, we figure out how to get it to him. The Lions Club also is responsible for a lot of the concessions that are sold here. At one time, they were the main supplier of the concessions, but now we've got other groups coming in, and the Lions Club is kind of backing out and allowing it to grow and realize its potential. So we really appreciate all of the help that the Lions Club gives us, and it's a lot. So we're looking forward to just beautiful weather and being able to show the cars here in this field. And there are very few people that come down here that don't look at some car and say, I wish I had kept the one I had.
Well, traditionally on Fun Fest Day, Saturday, I've prepared a historical trivia contest with prizes, and people pick up the trivia sheet, answer the questions, and then from the correct answers, we pick 3 winners at the end of the day for a $10 cash prize. I'm going to do that again. Each year I've done it a little differently. This year it's going to be a 1-page synopsis of the history of Port Edwards, but there are a lot of words missing. And of course, as they read through, they fill in the missing words, and the nice part about it, all the answers are in that little 1-sheet history. So if they read it to the bottom, they'll get all the answers to fill in the missing blanks. That's for Saturday. But on Friday night, when we have the ice cream social, we've got music, we've got dancing if you want to the music in the parking lot. We've got ice cream, pie, cars coming in to look at, the Lions fire truck to admire, some more ice cream and pie to eat. And they thought it would be nice to keep the crowd there all evening long, talking to your friends, as I say, socializing. And to do that, I prepared another quiz. Now this one's going to be a little different, and it's not going to be historical. It's going to be strictly trivia matters on Port Edwards. And every 15 minutes, from 5:30 until I run out of money, there's going to be a cash prize. And every 15 minutes, I'll read a question. And as I say, it's not historical. And if you know the answer, you'll come up to the table, write the answer on a little index card, put your name on the back side, and toss it in the basket. And then 15 minutes later, just before we ask the second question, we'll draw a card out of the basket, and if the correct answer is on that card for the previous question, we'll award a fresh $2 bill to that correct respondent. Then we'll ask another question, 15 minutes later, the answer. And as I say, these are not history things. Some are history, but a lot of them are just general questions about Port Edwards that even the people from out of town will know. So the idea of the whole thing was keep the people there all evening, and this will be one way of doing it. Oh, and then my other part, I guess, on Saturday, traditionally I had my steam engine collection. That goes back when they had tractors on display, and I had a steam tractor. I'm not going to drag all those 31 steam engines down, but I will have a little demonstration. Little kids love to come up and blow the steam whistles, stop and start the flywheel, so I'll be doing that again on Saturday. That's my part in this, and I look forward to it.
My involvement has been planning and organizing with Dee Dee Gibbs, the 5K walk run and also the kids run. So I've been doing a lot of the organization with her. And we'll be on the Friday, that 7th. It's going to start at the downtown in front of the municipal building there. The 5 and 10K will run along the trail. Almost to the zoo will be the turnaround for the 10K. The 5K will turn around before Seneca Road. And then the kids run will start at 6:30, and that's a half-a-mile run that will come around the municipal building.
It goes to the Smile from Lacey Foundation with Encourage here in the Southwood County area. When Lacey passed away of leukemia in 2010, we had started the Hope and Community Smile from Lacey event, which is in September, and we had the run on Sunday. Last year, Dee Dee and her group approached Brandon about combining the 2 runs and having it out here, and still being in support of Lacey's Foundation, which helps families that have a child that is going through long-term illness due to disease or accident. They can apply to the Southwood County area for funds to help the family out during that time, and that's where the money goes into. And so we're just looking to raise money to keep that self-sufficient, so that when I no longer can do this, it would sustain without the extra funding. But that's kind of where it is. Lacey used to do a lot of running with her cheer and stunt team, and in various activities or whatever, but she did a lot of running. That's why we had that as one of the events of the weekend. We had tried to pick out things that Lacey loved to do, and that was one of them. So this has kind of been a win-win situation for both the port and for our foundation that we have set up. So
the craft show for Fun Fest is being held on Saturday. It'll be open from 9 o'clock in the morning till 4 in the afternoon, and we have a really exciting grouping of crafts this year. They will be lined up along the fence that you can see in the background, and actually our craft area is divided into two groups. There's one area of all handmade things, and then the other area includes small business and educational people. That will be just a bit to the a little closer inside of the park. In the handcrafted items, we have some really exciting people showing this year. We have a group of wood turners who turn wooden bowls, and they make fishing poles, and they're going to do something very special for us this year. All during the day, they're going to actually do demonstrations of how these wood bowls are turned. We have another wood crafter who's bringing in a lot of different items that he builds. He builds lighthouses and benches, and he has toys and planters. It's an amazing array of things. We also have a welder who has some beautiful art, both for outside in your yard as well as inside. Then we have people who are doing household items, towels and arrangements, and then of course there's jewelry. A number of booths will have jewelry, and we have a local producer of honey who's presenting their product, and also a new restaurant in the area will have scones and cupcakes. And there will also be a birdhouse booth. We have a gentleman who has some unusual and very attractive birdhouses. Then the other area of small businesses will include items like 31 gifts, and we have some creative custom-made apparel. We have handbags and candles and scarves and jewelry, and there's a fragrance system for the home. It's just a wonderful array of items. And a couple of educational groups will be promoting what they do. The Port Edwards Community Foundation will have a display to inform the community of the wonderful work they're doing. And we also have someone who will be accepting housing for foreign exchange students. So we've got a wealth of interesting things to come and see at our craft show. We hope we'll see you there.
On Friday night at 5:30 till 9, there's a free pie and ice cream social sponsored by the local churches. Donations will gladfully be accepted for the Sweeps Food Pantry. At the United Methodist Church on Friday night at 6:30 till 7:30, there's a quartet called Dream Ride, and they are providing free entertainment.
It's an event that highlights the community, brings people together. This is an opportunity to come down with your family and see some cars and look at some crafts and make some purchases and participate in the fun run. And the Lions Club has food and a number of other charitable organizations. So it's really a great community event for everybody in Port Edwards and everyone in the surrounding area to come and enjoy.
Hi, this is Tracy Rice. I'm the Executive Director for the Central Wisconsin Cultural Center. Currently at the center, we have Soaring New Heights as our exhibit that runs through July 24th. This exhibit focuses on birds and flying, and there's a variety of media, ceramics, jewelry, painting, drawing, and prints. The second exhibit that we have concurrently with the Soaring New Heights is the Central Wisconsin Holistic Homeschoolers Student Exhibit. And so this is an annual show where the students that are actually in the homeschoolers group that meets here at the Cultural Center put on their own exhibit every year of the student work. And the students are going to range anywhere from 5- and 6-year-olds on up. So behind me is a wall of their photography. Then into the East Gallery is it's a wide range of paintings, drawings, sculpture. There's even a collaborative piece that was done with a local artist, Jim Loucks, for a big metal swan. So, the exhibit coming up August 7th is Local Vision. And with Local Vision, that's open to all Central Wisconsin area artists and art teachers. The theme this year for the annual show is Living and Growing. All media, fibers, ceramics, sculpture, drawing, painting, and that exhibit will be opening up August 7th. There will be 2 jury selection dates. One will be July 21st. The other will be July 28th. And the idea with that is that people who submit something that isn't quite there for some simple technical reason will have a second opportunity to be able to resubmit, to be able to make sure their work gets into the show. The Central Wisconsin Cultural Center is located at the old DeBiles department store, which is at 240 Johnson Street, right across from the Centralia Center in the Rapids Mall. We are open Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 10 a.m. until 7 p.m., and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The Central Wisconsin Cultural Center has been here since, it was first started in the 1980s, and we have been here now for 15 years. We are completely free to the public to come in, and we have continuous exhibits, as well as open ceramics lab on Thursday nights, a variety of classes, continuous concerts that happen every week with 4 on the floor. And as a matter of fact, every 7 weeks, we have what we call our BWD concerts, which is between work and dinner. And those are a major concert that will feature local singers, musicians, a variety of people from the Rapids area. The Cultural Center is unique in that we do not only art appreciation, so people can come and see handmade, created items, very high-end art, very good gifts, and some crafts. We also do art education, and that's our main focus, is the 2. So people not only are going to be able to come and see work, like they would for a standard gallery, but also be able to come and learn about the work. And because all of the people who take an exhibit here and do sell some work here, they are all local people. The furthest I pulled away from at this point is Madison, Stevens Point, but most of them are actually going to be in the Rapids area. For our ceramics open lab, which is on Thursday nights, which goes from 6 to 9 p.m. on Thursdays, there is a charge for that. It is $7 an hour. That includes everything. Essentially, you just simply show up, all the tools, all the clay. It is true full clay and for ceramics, and it is fired. We have all the glazes. So when you walk out, you will actually have a piece finished. Eventually, that will be just like anything else that you'd see in any other gallery or store. For the classes themselves, they will wind up being a variety of prices based on how long the class goes, whether it's a one-day seminar, whether it's a multi-session class, and those will run anywhere from about $25 on up to right in that $70, $80 range for a pretty involved multi-day seminar. Coming in to the Cultural Center, when you first come in, if you go down to the right and down the stairs, that's actually where our ceramics area will be. Coming in, going to the left, is our West Gallery. That's our main gallery, our largest one. And that will change. You'll notice looking through the windows, every exhibit I do try to change it up. I actually have 5 movable walls. So those will vary, so it's a little different every time. Going to the right goes back into our East Gallery, and that is a large gallery also, but that also includes the baby grand piano as well as the full enclosed music booth. We do offer music classes here in both voice and in instrument, and we have area professional musicians who will take and teach those. So coming in, there is quite a bit, plus a gift shop and multiple display cases where work is available. I've been being here since March. I really am enjoying the challenge. I've been involved with the Cultural Center as a teacher and actually as artist in residence for 11, 12, 13 years. I mean, it's been a while since I've been here, and currently I'm actually finishing up a 4x8 foot stained glass window that's back in the East Gallery. That I started as an artist in residence last year, before I ever knew anything about the director position that I eventually was hired on for. And the center for me is a place where it's a very relaxed atmosphere. It is not an intimidating place to come into at all. And we have quite a few people who will come in and just really comment on that. We never knew you were here, and this is wonderful. And they wind up spending, I always say, everybody who comes in pretty much spends an hour because you just don't want to leave. The Cultural Center is located at 240 Johnson Street in the old Biles department store, and we are located right across the street from the Centralia Center. Our website is www.culturalcenterarts.com. So it's culturalcenterarts.com. Direct email is cwcc@culturalcenterarts.com. Our phone number, 715-421-4598. We also have Facebook, we have Twitter, and I was told last night actually by some younger people that we will be also doing Snapchat and Instagram. So we do need to get a little more updated that way as well. But we do have that as well. Everything for the center is on the Facebook as well as definitely the website. And the website has also all of the items that are for sale at the Cultural Center from all the different artists are on the website, and they're being all loaded up on a daily basis. So you can actually purchase directly off of there besides coming in. But we hope to see you down here.
We're going to wrap up this program from the Cultural Center. I want to thank you for watching Making Connections on RCCA Media. If you have a story idea, please give us a call at 715-423-0441, and we'll be glad to talk to you about it. Again, thanks for watching about people, places, and faces right here in Southwood County.